Hello everyone, this is Gamer, and welcome back to The Letter. I'm kidding. The Letter, horror visual novel. A horror visual novel. I don't know why I can't speak today. Let's load this up, baby, up. Alright, here we are. It takes a few moments for everything to fall into place, for my eyes to adjust to the relative darkness of the room. Alright, we're playing as Zachary now. Sweet. Awesome, I want to play as Zachary. So, it looks like we're... Wow, Zachary's pretty friendly, because he's not less than the bar or above the bar, he's just equal. But he has very good relations with Hannah and Isabella. Oh my god. I swear, it's like Isabella and Zachary are going to date. Despite the pleasant chill the AC brings, my shirt is clinging tightly to me and my blanket a tangled mess around my throat. Excuse me. Morning has not even arrived, and yet...
Way too early for this thing, man.
I know, right? And too long. Too long since the last I've woken up drenched in my own sweat, head littered with thoughts that are gone as soon as my eyes open. All too often, only imprints and brief images are left to haunt me for the rest of my day, or until my mind forgets about it. Sorry about that, I'm just drinking water. Egad? Whichever comes first. What does Egad mean? Expressing surprise, anger, and affirmation. Oh. Okay. Yet, vivid or not, what little I can remember does not matter. Regardless, the desperation sticks. Clawing up, pushing, urging me to relive every moment, every sensation, and... There's a twinkle in Ma's eyes when she looks up from her work, flour dusting her nose and cheeks. The scent of freshly baked bread wafts from the oven as soon as Pa opens it, and the homely fragrance of honey fills the room. He reaches up to wipe the small small beads of sweat away from his forehead before gesturing for me to come closer the moment he spots me on my little hiding place behind the door. I expected him to be angry, but his pat on my back when I come within his arm's reach is encouraging enough. Well, have to taste these first before we put it up for sale tomorrow. You up for it, little man? Is it good enough? A knock cuts through the air before I can answer. Sharp, heavy, demanding, familiar. So distantly familiar. Ma ushers me out of the kitchen when Pa moves to answer it. But I know what waits outside. It's danger. The taste of blood in my mouth sends an unpleasant churning in my gut. Ma's apron crinkles under my tight grip. Something snaps back into place. My bed remains in an utter disarray. The walls still need a new paint job, and the wall clock ticking opposite my bed is as unsettling as ever. Excuse me. Ash is right. I should have already replaced that when I had the chance.
You're no longer there, Zachary. Here and there are miles apart. Calm down. Breathe.
The pressure of my own fingers against my temple is a welcome sensation over the anxiety gripping me. It never really did anything to stave off. Stave off? Don't you mean starve off? What the heck does stave mean? I'm sorry, I'm dumb. A vertical wooden post or plank in a building or other structure. Another term for staff for British music. Break something by forcing it inward or piercing it through. I'm assuming this word means in a verb tense, I guess. Sure, to follow after this, but it grounds me. A little reminder that I am safe, away from the place I once called home for Ma and Pa's. The urgency with each rap that follows finally chases away the ghost threatening to hang around. Why anyone thinks it's a good idea to knock at someone else's door this late confuses me. Nana would chase them all away with a broom if she was here. I call my grandma Nana, too. But no matter, it's a welcome break from the thoughts about to take a morbid turn if left festering. It's probably just Ash anyway, looking for a place to crash. Look for a place to crash. Wonder of wonders why he's bothering with the courtesy when he never did so before. Even with that hunch, though, habit compels me to check who it is first through the peephole. Better safe than sorry, they say. Except the person that greets me on the other side ain't him. Unless his hair grew longer overnight and he started wearing a ponytail, of course. Which I highly doubt will happen anytime soon. No matter how funny that looks in my head. I waste no time opening the latches.
Isabella, it's late.
A safe haven? You're safe! Oh, thank the Lord. I thought she died. Oh. No, I'm glad she's safe. We need our precious cute Filipino. There's something I can't quite pinpoint in her eyes when she looks up. She looks terrified. Her face a pallid shade, shoulders tense, heavy breathing, and an uncontrollable shaking in her hands she's trying to hold back. Hide, if I didn't know any better.
Hey, Zach. Sorry, I know it's weird for me to show up at this hour, but you are the closest to my office, and...
No, it's perfectly fine. I'm not really working on anything right now. Do you want to come in?
Is it all right? I know you should be sleeping at this hour, but I thought... I'm sorry, I just thought...
What's wrong? Oh, well, why am I asking what's wrong? I'm speaking in Zach's perspective, but you know what's wrong, gamer. She had gone through some scary shit.
I have no idea why I went here. My feet just moved on their own after I got out of the office, and...
Isabella, you don't have to lie to me. You got chased by a lividly vicious ghost demon girl or lady.
Sorry.
She trails off, her voice lost in the muggy night air. Ooh, excuse me. I wait for her to say more, but instead, her only response is a downward shift of her gaze, back to her still trembling hands, as if the motion alone is enough of an explanation. A minuscule gesture. Easy to miss if one is not paying attention. But for someone who has seen the same expression on the mirror, done the same thing too many times when night terrors are inevitable, it is not.
Hey, don't worry about it. At least you not. Ash just barges in and crashes on the couch whenever he feels like it. I swear that guy is one fine hairline away from being a criminal. Besides, you already know you can count on me whenever.
Without waiting for her answer, I step away from the door and saunter over the kitchenette. For a good few seconds, only the clinking of the plates can be heard above the constant tick-tock. Late as it may be for a snack, the familiar motions keep me occupied, steering my mind. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm yawning. I slept a lot more than yesterday. I remember from my last recording I didn't get enough sleep, but I got enough sleep, so I should not be yawning. And no, I did not think this game is boring. I think this game is fantastic. I usually don't play visual novels, but I love this visual novel so far. Steering my mind away from dangerous thoughts. But I don't want to drink soda though. I'm trying to stay away from soda. I've been doing good so far. I've been drinking water for a while. Isabella's company is not unwelcome either. Whatever her reasons for showing up here at such an hour doesn't matter. Aw, Zachary's such a great friend. I wish I had a friend like Zachary. Shoot. I'll be damned if I just turn her away, frazzled as she is. The door clicks shut behind her when she finally answers, feet scuffling softly against the tile floor. In all the years I've known her, she has never once lost her ever upbeat spirit. Yet, in this particular moment, as she stands in my doorway holding her arms close to herself, it's as if I'm looking at someone completely withdrawn from the person I've come to know all these years.
Do you want to drink or eat anything? I haven't restocked my food stash yet, so ingredients may be a bit limited. But I'm sure I can whip something up with what I have here.
Just water will do, please. Thanks, Zach.
Oh, she smiled there for a second.
What? No additional food requests?
Zach's face is like, what? Just water? Oh my god, you should live with me.
That's new. I'll put something together for you anyway.
Aw. Zach,
Feel free to make yourself at home. You ain't exactly a new visitor here. Although my room's not at its most presentable right now. Sorry. New freelance gigs and such.
Hey, it's all good, man. This is your place. I ain't gonna complain.
Didn't have time to fix things up here lately.
It's fine. This is your place. I ain't gonna complain. If however you do it is what you do. I ain't gonna bother you about it.
It's okay. I don't mind.
See, me and Bella got the same mindset. It's okay. I don't mind. Usually she has something more to say about that. A witty remark to provoke a laughter or two. Nothing from her this time. Only a weak smile before she takes a seat on the couch, and a silence that stretched out until what we left hanging feels disconcerting. Before everything turns stifling and awkward, I continue talking, if only to keep the dead air at bay. How's one supposed to keep a conversation going when the person you're talking is... the person you're talking to is like this.
Anyway, gigs. Can you believe this one client we got? Boss had all my schedule shoots shifted after they caught wind of this couple buying a new property. Man, must be nice to have all the money in the world. The world itself moves for you, huh?
She's curled up on one side of the couch and hugging her knees close when I bring the tray, carrying the sandwiches and the water she requested. She starts to straighten up as I'm unloading the contents, but pauses as soon as I hold my hand in a holding gesture.
You're a guest. Didn't I say you're free to make yourself at home? Here's your water. Careful.
The tremor in her hands, though lighter now, still hasn't subsided when she reaches out for the glass. I give her a questioning look, but she is quick to avert her eyes, keeping herself occupied by taking small gulps of water. Or maybe she just doesn't want me asking questions. Worrying. This sudden loss for words. This bout of quiet not normally present in our chats. Even the creaking of the what the hell's wrong with me? Even the creaking of the old chair when I casually take the seat is a welcome break. Although the company's familiar, this has gone way past unnerving.
What happened? Overtime at work?
She doesn't answer immediately. Another gulp drains her glass of its remaining contents. One would think it would be enough to help her recover. Yeah. Sorry. Yet she doesn't lose her taut grip on the glass as she cradles it on her lap. Her eyes take an unfocused gaze when she speaks again.
Yeah. Boss handed me extra work today. After what happened
Oh yeah, Rose.
to Rose.
Yeah.
Rose. Why do I feel like you've mentioned her before? Sorry, I'm better with remembering faces than names.
She was my coworker. That will take some getting used to. I was just talking to her the other day.
Yes, you were.
Was?
Have you not seen the news, Zach?
Did she resign or something? I think I'm missing a few details here, Bella.
You've never met her. I think I did mention her once or twice.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter. You probably heard her name recently from the news than me.
Something clicks then. A little memory from the night before. The bright red light from the dark room, the strong odor of the stop bath, the television's barely audible murmur in the background, and a glimpse of a bloody room. The news is everywhere, even in the morning that follows. I just didn't think its effects will strike someone this close to me.
Oh. Damn. I didn't mean to bring that up.
No, like I said, it'll take some getting used to, but it'll get better. I hope it will.
I hope so too.
Things might become a little busier for me, though. She left a lot of things unfinished, and I'm one of the few people in the office who knows how she works.
So you're trying to complete it like how she would complete it? Okay, fair enough, I guess.
Boss thinks the transition will be easier if I handle it.
I don't know. Whoa.
That explains it. Well, just don't forget you still need rest.
Yes.
Even the most hardworking people I know don't keep hours as late as this. Hell, the subway stopped running hours ago. Crime rate might be lower here than most places, but that doesn't mean you can walk around freely in the middle of the night.
That's true.
It's just for today.
Still a good thing you dropped by here first. I'm not just about to let you walk out here alone, especially not in the middle of the night. Who knows what else could happen? I'm not saying you should go right now, but I could accompany you home if you...
No! Wait, please!
Whoa. Oh no, she's terrified to be alone. Oh dear. Oh, you poor thing. The vehement tension in her voice makes me pause, and it is in this instant the mask she's been keeping up falls apart, if only for a short while. Right then and there, I understood what's hiding behind her unfocused stare from the moment she arrived. Fear. Pure, unadulterated fear. It's disturbing. What the hell's wrong with me? It's disturbing to see such marring her usual upbeat countenance. With a sigh, I cross the small distance separating us. Sorry, and kneel in front of her. She doesn't flinch when I do so. However, the way she appears to make herself smaller against the couch is telling enough. Oh, God. Oh, I feel so bad for you.
Bella, this ain't just about your coworker, is it?
No, not a chance. It's about something else. What this thing did to a coworker and what it might do to Isabella, if Isabella is not careful.
What is it really about? I'm all ears.
Oh, jeez! The sound of glass shattering vents rents through the air as soon as her hold on it loosens. In the span of a few seconds, her breathing grows labored.
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
She claps her hands over her ears, pressing it tightly against the sides of her head. Her voice grows weaker with each word, each plea coming out of her mouth.
Please, please don't leave me alone. I don't want to be alone right now.
Oh, man. Oh, you poor thing.
I can't shake it off. Everywhere's not safe and...
All right, Isabella. Look at me. Look at me.
My hands are firm on her shoulder when I pull her up to look at me. It takes every force of will to ignore the terror in her eyes in favor of taking control of the situation. Too close. Too similar.
Breathe. Breathe. You're safe here. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Stay in the present.
Sorry, I was just thinking for a moment. I'm just thinking about how I feel so bad for Isabella.
I'm here. No one's gonna hurt you. Do you want to talk about it?
The force with which she shakes her head is enough reason to drop the topic altogether.
No more. Please, no more. I don't want... I don't want to remember anymore.
Kate, no more talking. I won't ask any more. Can I get you anything? Another glass of water? I think I have a tub of that pistachio ice cream you love so much. We're gonna have to clean this mess first. Will you be fine on your own for a little while?
She nods lightly before retreating into herself again. No more words are exchanged after that, and I take that as my cue to start cleaning the shards, littering the floor before either one of us get hurt. The quiet hum of the AC is a pleasant distraction as I go over the manual task. More so than her ragged draws of breath or my little feeble attempts to tell a quick story or two. But the latter does the trick. And soon enough, she has already drifted off by the time I return with the promised glass of water. Her chest rising and falling in a steady rhythm, the strain on her shoulders gone. Frankly, I've never seen her this still. She mumbles something I don't quite catch when I carry her to the empty bed and hugs herself tighter than the mess. Hugs herself tighter against the mess of blankets. In spite of the fact that she appears relaxed, the small frown on her face hasn't quite disappeared. Whatever happened to her won't be leaving her anytime soon. But for her sake, I hope it will stay longer with her. Because no matter what promises I've made, this is a kind of fear no person could shield her from. I should know. There are still questions left to be answered. But the late hour, coupled with the sudden exhaustion, made my old couch a more comfortable bed than it typically is. Darkness immediately welcomes me as soon as my head hits my makeshift pillow. I can only wish the dreams will keep at a distance for now. For both of us. October 25th, Tuesday. The first few notes, while muffled, are enough to wake me. In the end, it became one of those nights when sleep passes like a blink and is plagued with vague, fuzzy thoughts. I lift a hand to rub away the drowsiness from my eyes, although it does little to relieve the gritty, burning sensation from my eyelids. Outside, the sun has yet to peek over the horizon, but night has already given way to the cool morning light, washing everything in subtle gray hues. At this hour, the entire city remains unstirring. Ordinarily, waking up before my own alarm means abusing the snooze button twice or thrice just to catch those precious few extra minutes of sleep. But the persistent ringing makes it impossible now.
This better be good.
Groggily, I scramble for the bag sitting at the foot of the bed. The ringing still hasn't stopped even as I fish the phone out, and Ash's name flashes brightly on the screen when I turn it on. Must be pretty urgent if he hasn't dropped the call yet.
Took you long enough, Z-Man.
Ashton, it's 6 in the morning. Sun hasn't even risen. Hell, my brain ain't even awake yet.
Bruh, that's how I feel too. I'm like, it is 6 in the morning. I am trying to get my precious beauty sleep. Leave me alone. I'm kidding. This is more like me. It is 6 in the morning. Leave me alone. And then someone tries to bother me, or one of my family members does, most likely my uncle. And then I get all whiny, but like, leave me alone. And then put the pillow on my head.
Stop calling me Z-Man.
It's 20 past 6, Zach.
It's 20. So that's 6:20. That's only 20. Oh, if someone told me that while I was trying to sleep, I'll be like, I'm gonna murder you.
You're one to talk. Give me back my 5 extra minutes, Ash. I want my sleep.
Bruh, same.
Hey, don't make fun of me. I can be a more person too if I want to.
You know how much bullshit was in that sentence? Especially after you yawned too? Man. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
What's this all really about? You don't usually make calls around this hour. Is the world ending today?
Sorry about that. Becca rang me up a few minutes ago looking for Isabella. Said she didn't show up in her own apartment last night. We both tried calling, but her phone seems to be off. Do you have any idea where...
I should have known you two would come looking for her first thing in the morning.
Not a laughing matter, Zach. You can't really let your guard down with everything that's happened here recently. You've heard about the Cooper woman from the news. Everyone in the precinct has been restless ever since the incident the other day.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Listen, Ash, about Bella.
I let my voice trail off, unsure of how to go about recounting last night. If I should even say anything to him. He might be a close friend, but at the end of the day, whatever's bothering her ain't mine to speak of in the first place. On the bed, Isabella remains as still as when I transferred her the night before. Sometime during her sleep, she pulls up a blanket over herself and tucked into it comfortably. Like this, it's easy to forget the horror in her eyes, or how much her hands and lips tremble. Save for her firm grip on the edge of the covers, she appears nearly as normal as she would any other day. Almost.
I'm not really sure how to go about this while being...
Zach, what about her?
Something, the worry, the concern. It must have surfaced in my tone because his own shifts in. Carefully as he's preparing for the worst.
Look, you don't have to worry about her. She's with me right now. Since last night, in fact.
Oh, why didn't you just say so earlier?
She kinda knocked in the middle of the night. couldn't possibly wake you two over that. And with how things are when she arrived, I thought it'd be best if I let her rest first. I just wasn't expecting people would be looking for her before the rooster even crows.
You could have at least called her something. Becca's beside herself with worry when she found out. You know how much she frets about the smallest stuff.
I know. I'm sorry. That was a lapse on my part. And I just didn't think... Okay, you know what? Rebecca's worries ain't completely baseless. Isabella hasn't been her usual self since the movie. Maybe even before that. I don't know if I should be opening my mouth about this, but Bella didn't outright say I shouldn't, so...
So something's wrong then?
I'm not quite sure, to be completely honest. I couldn't get the story out of her.
Really? I thought you'd learned something from me by now.
That's not it. Ash, when she appeared at my doorstep last night, she was shaking, and when I tried to ask her about it, she just panicked. Had this frightened look on her face. I'd be surprised if this was the first time I've seen it, but it ain't. Dude, the first time, she was screaming.
First time? When was this?
Oh, that's right. She screamed when she looked at the shop window when she appeared in the glass window. Yeah, I remember that.
You weren't talking about the thing in the movie house, are you? Because that was just us fooling around. Granted, I think I went overboard with the joke, but...
No, it happened the day after. When she invited us to lunch, you weren't there. We were walking one second, and then the next, she's crying out. I'll be straight with you. That scared me shitless.
It bothered him if the way he falls silent after is telling. But whatever his opinion is stays absent from his voice when he speaks again. He's always been good with that, hiding what he thinks.
Did she say anything else?
Nothing. Won't tell me anything aside from a few vague words. I didn't want to push it.
Where is she? Is she still sleeping?
Right here with me, still sleeping. Should I wake her up or something? Let her know you guys are looking for her?
No need. Let her rest. I'll drop by in a few.
Today? Don't you have work at this time? I mean, I can drop her off home myself before meeting my client later.
Look who's talking.
My schedule's flexible, Ash. Last time I checked, you're the one who didn't have that luxury. How on earth do you think I'm able to tag along when you need me?
It's not completely out of the way.
They live on the other side of the town from you, Ash. Your definition of out of the way is a little screwed up, you know.
I can't do this. Hold on. I need something to drink to keep me up because I don't know why I'm sleepy all of a sudden. Bullshit. Oh, excuse me. This screen's gonna look paused there, but I'm in the kitchen right now. What the heck, man? Why am I should not be sleepy. I didn't even eat a lot today. And I slept a good amount of hours. What the hell's wrong with me? Do I need to sleep like the whole day? Good lord. What am I, a bear? I guess I'll drink juice. I'm not drinking soda though. Ugh. Oh yeah, that's some good strawberry lemonade. Oh yes.
It's fine. I have some things I need to do anyway. I'll call you back. I've got to let Becca know that Scared Cat's fine. Bye.
He drops the call before I can even get a word in, and for several minutes after, I find myself simply listening as the rest of Luxborn ruses. The increasing sound of passing traffic, the bustle of the nearby shops preparing for the day, and the growing clamor of the people while they go about their morning. Not the most soothing sounds to hear following a troubled night, but the routine puts me at ease nevertheless. What's comforting, what's safe, what I'm used to. Nearby, Isabella shifts but doesn't wake, blissfully unaware as the city slowly stirs itself back to life. Was her night as restless as the one I had? Were her dreams as lucid? In hushed movements like this, I envy her. Unreasonably, probably a little unfair to say such in light of last night. If only forgetting is as easy as breathing. No, don't do that, Zach. You're gonna make me yawn. Shit. A small yawn escapes me when I rise from the couch to stretch. Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to stretch. Oh, I'm gonna stretch. Oh my god. Oh man, stretching feels good. Luckily, the short conversation with Ash has effectively driven away any will to go back to bed. I still have a day to get through despite the proverbial ghost hanging around. The orange bottle sitting at... You take medication, Zach? What type of medication is this? The orange bottle sitting at the edge of my table is reassuring against my palm. The instant I pick it up, the sterile odor of the capsules equally so. Yet the weight they carry is something I've never gotten used to. Years ago, I spent minutes, heck, even hours, staring at a single pill prior to taking one in. Now it's just routine, a way to starve off the unwanted nightly visits. Although I don't think Dr. Navarro will be quite pleased if he ever finds out I'm relying on them again. I do owe him a visit regardless, especially after missing our appointments on purpose and ignoring his calls for weeks. Another sigh comes out, tired and weary, and then I pop the tablet into my mouth.
Zach? What time is it?
The bottle in my hand hits the table with more force than necessary. As much as I trust my friends, there are some things I'd rather keep to myself. Oh, medication.
Morning, Bella. Did you sleep well?
Oh my god, Isabella. Stop. You're gonna make me yawn. She answers the question with a long, drawn-out yawn, one reminiscent of a child. A chuckle manages to come out of my mouth at the sight. In this manner, it's easy to mistake her for someone too young for responsibilities. Inexperienced and immature, even. Easy to forget when she was thrust into the role of an adult earlier than her own dreams can afford to overlook how surprisingly observant she can be at times. Maybe not on the same level Ash exercises for his investigations, or Rebecca needs for her yard work. But it's certainly enough to definitely put what she sees around her on canvas. And if the way her eyes flickers to the table and my hand says something, it is that I won't be able to avoid the questions this time.
Only a little. I don't remember how I ended up on the bed, though.
My doing. You didn't look very comfortable sleeping on the couch, all hunched up like that.
It would have been enough for something temporary. Sorry I stole your bed.
Hey, it doesn't matter. Besides, what kind of gentleman would I be if I leave a lady sleeping in such uncomfortable conditions? Not in this house. My nana would give me a tough scolding if I ever did that, I'm telling you.
Thanks a lot, Zach. I know I barged in at a very inconvenient time last night. I wasn't really thinking when I did, and...
Hey, it's cool, Bella. I ain't mad at you. That's what friends do. You guys are welcome here anytime.
Aw.
Although Ashton abuses the anytime part a lot, I don't really mind. We might have less wiggle room if all four of us are present, considering the size of this place. But as long as no one makes anything explode, it's totally fine.
Fine or not, I still owe you one for last night's trouble, especially since you don't seem to be...
Did I miss something? Oh no. A concerned expression passes over her features as she spares another cursory glance over the table, back to the bottle, holding every small piece of what keeps the bad memories at bay. The blood blooming over Pa's heart, the horrified look on Ma's face as he watches him fall lifelessly to the ground, and every ounce of spite seeping from the stranger's smile. You don't belong here. You monkeys don't belong here. Wow. That's really offensive to say to African American. It never stops, doesn't it?
Well, you don't seem to be feeling well.
Wow, Zachary's been through a lot of racism. That's just wrong. Very, very wrong.
Let me know, okay? I'll make it up to you somehow.
She makes a slight gesture with her head. There's a slight gesture with her head towards the bottle, asking a question without really asking. Subtlety has never been one of her greatest assets, but right now, even Ash would have been a little amazed, if not at a loss for words, at that. She has left it up to me whether I'll give her the response she wants to hear or not. A little clever coming from her, if anyone would ask me. Save. I guess it's better to tell the truth. Ooh, Isabella likes that. But it's never easy, isn't it? No, wait, but it's never easy, ain't it? It's easier to stay, it's easier to go. I don't want to know. Oh. Talking about my own problems, that is. It will never be, not by a long shot. Not when I've left it below this way of being. I realized that long ago, when the wounds are still fresh and the dreams are unnamed. Where was I at? Not when I've let it stay this way for so long. I realized that long ago, when the wounds are still fresh and the dreams are a nightly occurrence. Can't force yourself to get better and move on to better things. It is what's normal now, and I can only cope. The question in her eyes may be unwarranted, born simply out of curiosity and since concern for a friend. I don't owe her an explanation, in fact. But of all the people I could keep close to my friend, she's probably the one who very, or to perhaps I can trust with this success. Maybe she won't even understand entirely. I can never hope she will, nor never to be full extent. That alone is expecting too much of her and giving too much of what I can. However, for all her shortcomings, I know she'll hear me out. And that is all I can ask of her.
My bad. I was kind of hoping you wouldn't have seen me with these.
The pills rattle lightly against the container when I gently set it back to its usual place. Always the small area closest to my laptop near the right hand. Within reach whenever, and a quiet reminder of what I shouldn't miss every day.
What? Oh, is it bad? I was just thinking that maybe it's a cold like Becca's. Do you need me to get anything from the store? Soup or something? There's one nearby, right? I can run real quick and...
No, nothing of that sort. I'm perfectly healthy right now. It's really difficult to say, but can you promise me you'll listen at least?
Sure.
What is this about, Zach?
I should have been upfront with you about this a long time ago. Well, Ashton found out without me telling him anything. But you already know how that guy is. Can't hide anything from him.
If it's something you're having trouble saying, you don't have to force yourself to tell me. I'll forget I ever saw anything and won't ask questions. Promise.
No, I need to get this off my chest eventually. Besides, we're already here. Might as well finish what I started, yeah?
If you say so.
She takes a seat on the couch, her posture easy and open and her smile honest. As if this is just a simple talk between two friends on a regular day. It is far from one, but her unreserved air is enough to stamp down the twinge of unease that threatens to come up.
Let's hear it then.
Feels like yesterday, and she does. True to her words, she listens while the story spills out of my mouth of my ma and pa. The little old brother across the pound, and what is left in. Wait, what? Yeah, left in me that day. I can't recall most of it now. I can't recall the last time that I see you smiling. My own account jagged with a few missing details here and there. The passing years have eroded most of my recollection of the whole incident. All except for that one moment in the kitchen. The ringing of gunshots are as vivid as it sounded that day. Even Boss' hysterical screams at the moment Pa's body hits the floor motionless, his lifeblood flowing out from under him. And the gunman is smiling. He was smiling when Pa opened the door to welcome him. He was smiling when he put a bullet in Pa's chest and Ma's head. I've heard stories of how the world can be a cruel place for people like us before. I never believed until that happened, until that moment.
Nan and Gran took us right after that. Sis and I flew straight to New Jersey as soon as they heard the news. A few days after, Ma and Pa were laid to rest. And we have a new home a continent away. I didn't even get the chance to take my favorite pillow with me.
Oh, how sad.
They said something about the change of environment will be good for us. They had no idea the different kind of ghosts would follow me here.
I expected questions, mostly those brimming with childlike curiosity and maybe some that are a little too hard to answer. But to her credit, she just sat there, lent her ears, and looked at me with no expectations or unnecessary judgment in her eyes. She appears wiser and older like this, easier to see the breadwinner in her. Her younger siblings are lucky to have her. When I'm done, after everything's been said, she wraps her arms around me. A bit awkward considering the gap between our heights, but it gets her sentiment across. Wait, hold up. Oh, no. Isabella is 5'2", and Zach is 6 feet tall. Wow. So Isabella's short. But it's difficult to answer this in kind, if I am even supposed to reciprocate the gesture given my earlier apprehension. She pulls away shortly with a smile on her face. Not the reaction I braced myself for, but it is obviously better than what I imagined.
Are you not gonna say anything?
Am I supposed to say anything after? Like, apologize or something? I don't think that's very appropriate, but if you want to hear one, I can think of something real quick.
Not really. Other people have something to say after usually. And they're not necessarily nice either.
Oh? Okay then. I won't. I can't think of something anyway. Sorry. I'm not very good with this. Who else knows, by the way?
My older sister, grandparents, and just Ash and you for now. Maybe I think I should tell Rebecca too, but...
But not right now?
Yeah, not right now. When I'm ready. Like today.
I'm sure she'll be willing to hear you out once you do.
I don't doubt she will. I'm more afraid of how she'll react after. One step at a time, yeah? Whew! Surprisingly, it feels good to get that one out my chest. I was a little afraid you'd be angrier. I didn't tell you earlier than today.
I'm not angry. I'm just surprised. You didn't look like it. I wouldn't have suspected. I suppose that's how it often is, isn't it? We all have our... what's the word Becca uses? Inner demons?
True.
But this is something personal to you. I understand why you'd rather have a few people know.
That too. Well, these past few weeks haven't been easy for you. I didn't want to add that. Not after last night.
Something passes in her face. Brief. Fleeting, it disappears right before I can recognize what it is.
You okay?
Yep, no worries. I'll be fine. Look, about last night. Never mind. This isn't a good time. But don't lose sleep over this, alright? What's important is you got what you want to say out. And if you need me, I'll be here.
What the heck is this thing popping up in front of me? Really? Hold on. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. I'm back. I had to get rid of a stupid notification that popped up on my screen. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I saw it. don't lose sleep over this, alright? What's important is you got what you want to say out. And if you need me, I'll be here. I should be relieved. Her words are more than reassuring. Wait, what? Wait. What the hell? I should be relieved. Her words are more than reassuring to my ears. There should be comfort in hearing those alone and knowing I have another person to rely on if things go bad. But somehow, I find myself worrying more for her instead. I'll make another attempt to get the story out of her if I can. But this is a dance I know all too well, and with her, I doubt forcing her to say something would yield any results. As much as I want to imitate Ash, there's only so much I could ask that won't result in something a little over disastrous. At best, she'll stop talking to me until a week passes. At worst, I'd rather not risk it. I've never seen her angry. Outright annoyed, maybe, and also directed at Ash, but never furious. What do they say again about happiest people when angered? Besides, it'd be unfair to her after our little chat.
So, food then?
Oh my god, that's a strong stomach growl. She seems relieved at the brisk change of subject, and as if it has been simply waiting for its cue all this time, her stomach rumbles at the mention of food. Rather loudly, as a matter of fact.
Alrighty, Missy. We're going to get some chow now. Better be quick, though. Can't have your stomach starting a revolution on us here.
Don't make fun of me. I'm not that hungry.
What? Why are you blushing about it? There's nothing wrong with that. You can eat whatever you want. I don't care.
Maybe a little. I didn't think I'd end up skipping dinner last night.
A little? Oh, please. I hear that stomach grumbling.
And now we have one starved stomach protesting. Sorry, it'll be nothing fancy, since I'm a little low on stocks.
Hey, it's all good.
I should probably drop by the grocery store after the meeting this afternoon.
Probably.
I can make a quick run for you if you want.
Nah, I've got enough to put together something nice here. Maybe. I could always improvise if we're missing an ingredient or two. It ain't like we're going for a Michelin 3-star status here. Also, didn't I say you're a guest? Is this a Filipino thing? Or just Rebecca rubbing off on you?
The soft laughter that comes from her doesn't quite reach her eyes. Neither, the answer is neither. Because if she stays idle, she'll remember.
On second thought, I might need a little help slicing up the potatoes while I prep the ham. You up for that?
What? Do you think instant noodles are all I'm about?
I mean, I saw your apartment, Isabella. It's full of ramen noodles. I'm just saying.
I'll have you know, I can cook a mean paella with my eyes closed. All my siblings love it.
Paella, huh? Ah, it's a Spanish food, but it could be very Filipino too. It don't look that bad. Ooh, it's got shrimp in it. I love shrimp.
Sure you can. Come on. I think I know what we'll do with those spare ingredients.
been quite a while, hasn't it? Let me save. You know what? I think this will be a good time to end my video because it's been a long video and nothing. This might be calming video number 2 because the first calming video was the very first one. This one's a little calmer on the side. Not too horrifying. Interesting. Alright guys, I'll end my video here. If you like this video, please give this video a like, comment on this video on how you came this far, subscribe to see more game videos like these. Alright, this has been Gamer. Peace out. I'll see you on the next episode of The Ladder. Bye bye.